Welcome to the story of the Battle of Sangin, a chapter so drenched in blood and valor that it could make the Game of Thrones look like a Sunday school picnic. This isn't just a battle, it's an epic, unfolding in the treacherous terrain of Afghanistan's Helmand province. Often likened to World War II's Stalingrad for its sheer intensity and appalling casualty rate, Sangin became a symbol of the brutal reality of modern warfare. The saga unfolds in the context of the war in Afghanistan, which began in 2001 as part of the global War on Terror. Helmand Province, where Sangin is nestled, was not merely a battlefield, but a strategic epicenter of the Afghan opium trade, crucial to financing the Taliban insurgency. This made Sangin vitally important, as controlling it meant cutting off the Taliban's economic lifeline. The British, having endured years of relentless combat, made the difficult decision to hand over the reins to the U.S. Marines in 2010. The British forces, despite their resilience and valor, faced an unyielding enemy in an environment that favored guerrilla warfare. By the time they withdrew, a staggering one-third of all British casualties in Afghanistan had occurred in Sangin, earning it the nickname Sangingrad, a grim nod to the infamous Stalingrad. Then, the U.S. Marines stepped in, specifically the 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines, known as the Dark Horse Battalion. They rode in like the cavalry in an old Western movie, but instead of outlaws, they faced a labyrinth of IEDs and Taliban insurgents. In their first 100 days, they found themselves in daily firefights, suffering 14 casualties in the first 2 weeks alone. The area was infested with improvised explosive devices, IEDs, turning every patrol into a potentially fatal ordeal. The British, prior to their exit, were so encumbered by these deadly traps that moving even a mile a day was a feat. The Marines' mission was crystal clear, albeit daunting: survive and neutralize the enemy. This was no longer about winning hearts and minds. It was about survival in one of Afghanistan's bloodiest theaters of war. The brutality of the conflict was almost beyond comprehension. Marine officer Thomas Schumann recalled haunting experiences of relentless combat, including devastating injuries and the psychological toll on his troops. Despite these overwhelming challenges, the decision was made not to withdraw the Marines from Sangin, as it would have broken the spirit of that battalion. Ultimately, the Marines claimed victory in Sangin. By the end of their deployment, Schumann could walk to the Helmand River without encountering enemy fire. However, this hard-won peace was fleeting. By 2014, the last Marines left the region, handing it over to the Afghan National Army. In a tragic twist of fate that echoed the transient nature of victories in such conflicts, Sangin fell back into the hands of the Taliban in March 2017. The Battle of Sangin was not just a military engagement, it was a testament to the resilience, bravery, and sacrifice of those who fought there. It's a poignant chapter in military history, reflecting the complexities and often harsh realities of modern warfare. In the end, it tells a story of fleeting victories, enduring spirit, and the relentless march of history that continues to shape our world.